MG Rob back with you, and today we're going to look at part 2 of how am I going to make this hatch fit on Ginsu. Let's get into it. Alright, so now I got the hatch off of Ginsu, and since these are my cut lines, I want to transfer these to the other side as a starting point. Now this tab here is for turning off the light, the interior light on the back of the car. And I cut just to the outside of that on the car, so I want to try to cut just to the inside of it here.
I got that a little bit off too. Actually, that's what we're doing. It's actually pretty close.
And then we'll repeat that at the bottom of the hatch as well. Alright, so that gives me the starting point. So now I need to look at the actual inner structure itself to see where I'm going to cut. Now this is going to be fairly easy on this one. I just basically want to cut around here and right up through there. Now I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do as far as holding the hatch up. I may retain the original, or I may go to the gas struts. More than likely I'll go to the gas struts. But I believe the struts still use the original tabs. I have to double check that.
We'll start roughly out in the middle of this.
So then we'll take the cut line right to the edge of that. That way I can cut it right inside that if I need to retain it. Then repeat it on the other side. Alright, so that's probably going to be my cut line right there for the inside. I'm going to keep as much of the original inner structure intact as possible. And then I'll just be widening this portion and this section here. Actually, the original interior panels will still fit there that way as well. Alright, so there's my lines drawn on with pencil. Now I didn't want to leave the tape on there because as you're cutting, the tape could come off and then you lose your line. So I guess I can go ahead and start cutting a little bit. see, the natural tension within the metal has actually changed the shape a little bit. It's one thing you can't always really account for. Evidently, there's a second layer through this area. Ah, okay, yeah, separate piece. Don't have to cut through it. Yeah, I have to get in here and cut this. The second layer is keeping me from getting that apart there. So I'll have to figure out how to cut that. So as it turns out, these hatches have a little bit of a rectangular tubing going through it. So I had to do some sacrificial cuts, cut into more of the inner structure here in order to cut that apart. I got it off. Now I just got to do the other side. All right, here we are at the back of the car again. Of course, here's the one side I cut off. It goes over here. Well, I do have this side in place. Now, since the cutoff wheels are approximately 1/16 of an inch thick, I should have about a 1/16 of an inch gap here and here. And since I widened the car 1 1/4 inches, I actually want about 1 5/16 inches of gaps in between here and here. And then that should hold true up here too, about 1 5/16 inches. Now these hatches never really fit that great across here anyway, but because I had shortened this here, I might have to do some tweaking and bending to get everything to line up right. And because I brought the quarter panel forward a little bit, now the effective distance between here and up here is a little shorter, so now this side piece is too long. So I will have to cut it somewhere in here and shorten it up some to get everything to line up. Now before I can weld anything together, I need to put the latch in here so that it's actually sitting, or block it, so it's sitting exactly where I want it and it lines up with the body across here before I determine exactly how it's going to fit the rest of the way up. Well, that's going to be it for tonight. And as always, if you like what I'm doing, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when my videos are coming out. And share with your friends. It's MG Rob. Later.